Hello and welcome to Hedgewitch Hearthcraft. I'm Caitlin Rhiannon. Thank you so much for joining me for this look at the month ahead. I'm going to be using tarot cards and oracle cards to get an idea of the energy for the month of December 2020 and how to best navigate throughout or within those energies. So I'm going to be pulling 2 cards for every sign of the Western Zodiac. The first card will be from the Tarot Familiars deck, and that will give us an idea of what we're going to be dealing with over this next month. And the second card will be from the Fin de Siecle Kipper Oracle deck, and that will give us some advice on how to deal with the energy of the month. At the very end of the video, I will also be pulling a universal manifestation card for everyone who tunes in. So if you choose to skip ahead to the cards that are pulled for your sign, make sure you also jump to the very end of the video so that you can get a little bit of that extra goodness in your life for this month. So since it is Sagittarius season, let's go ahead and get started with our lovely Sagittarians. Sagittarius, your tarot card for the month of December 2020, is the Queen of Pentacles. So this brings a real sense of caring and nurturing and wanting to be ever present, really focused on your material connections and your physical connections, your family, work, the home. You're really paying attention to the needs over the wants right now. There is a gentleness and a sense of compassion or understanding for other people. This is a very mothering card. There's a lot of that motherly, maternal energy in it. So the biggest risk that you run is of trying to take care of everybody, and potentially slipping in your own self-care and well-being because you're prioritizing everybody's needs instead of focusing on one area at a time. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is Judication. So you're being asked to make a choice. You, at certain points during this month, you may not be able to be there for everybody all at once. You may need to make a choice. Maybe somebody needs to do the work for themselves. You can be there to help them do that, but it's not up to you to do everybody's work for them. And this month, if you are finding yourself pushed to doing work for other people, to taking care of other people's needs and setting yourself aside, that may be time to work on boundaries. Choose yourself, Sagittarius. Capricorn, your tarot card for the month of December 2020, is the Lovers reversed. So over this next month, you may find some challenges, most especially where your relationships and interpersonal connections are concerned. This does not necessarily mean imbalance with your romantic partners specifically. This is everybody. This is everybody who matters to you, everybody who is considered part of your root support system. This could represent family structures. This can represent imbalance in your own self. Having a hard time connecting with the more animal aspects of your element. Capricorn, you're struggling to balance out your energy with other people. So this could just mean that you're tired of dealing with other people, tired of working with and for other people, tired of other people not understanding or caring what you are going through and feeling just unsupported and wanting to be alone. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is Occupation. So you are asked to keep working. Just stay busy, driving yourself forward, working on manifesting what you want to come into your life. This is a really good one for you, Capricorn, because Capricorn is so at its heart, the sign is generally, and you may not necessarily identify with this, is generally about being hardworking, nose to the grindstone. One of the keywords for Capricorn is I use. So this Occupation card comes up and says, connect to what you can do. Don't worry so much necessarily about what you can't do, about what you have no control over. This is an excuse to bury yourself in work in projects, in things that you can get done, and to worry less about what everybody is worrying about and worry about yourself. Aquarius, your tarot card for the month of December 2020, is the Queen of Pentacles. So for you, Aquarius, there is a real sense of comfort, building your structures, building your home, working on manifestation, and seeing manifestation come into your life. You are opening your arms and receiving the blessings that universe has to give you, that you have worked for, that you have asked for, and the stuff that is just dropping in your lap. There is a real appreciation for you over this next month, especially in a real world context, which for you, Aquarius, can help ground your energies, help you reconnect with the world around you, and it reassures you. There is reassurance over this next month. You're taking care of yourself, you're prioritizing your needs, and this allows you to be present in the lives of the other people who matter to you as well. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is the main male card. And normally when I would read with this style of deck, very similar to Lenormand, when I would read with this, there are two cards that are significator cards or represent your own energies depending on your gender identity. So this card would typically represent a client who presents or identifies as masculine. The main female would represent someone who identifies as feminine, and so on. So this does not necessarily mean pay attention only to the men in your life, but there is an emphasis on the masculine people in your life. Someone can help you. There is someone that you have to lean on. If you are a masculine identifying person, then this reinforces your need to pay attention to yourself. And in general, this could be talking about leaning into what are considered stereotypically masculine traits. Being assertive and certain and focused and materially driven to logical, rational, using facts over feelings. Those are all qualities that are stereotyped as masculine, even though they can be found in absolutely everyone. So connect to those more solar aspects of yourself, Aquarius, and that will help with the driving forward of this continued manifestation. The masculine energy of the main male card helps to ground and balance out the feminine caretaking energy of the Queen of Pentacles. Pisces, your tarot card for the month of December 2020, is the Hierophant reversed. So you are doing it your own way this month. There is no telling you what to do, what to think, what to believe. You are forging your own way ahead. And this is exciting and exhilarating, and it gives you a lot of power and control, but it is also very overwhelming. And there is a risk of stubbornness and of not listening to advice from the people who have experienced this before or gone down this path before. They do have helpful tips for you, Pisces, even if maybe not everything is specifically directly relevant to what you are going through. You can still take bits and pieces of what works and leave the rest. Now, this reversed Hierophant suggests that you are leaving most of it, but do try not to be so stubborn in your moving forward that you keep yourself getting stuck. The oracle card that comes along with this is the Privileged Lady card. So that kind of goes along with don't be too stubborn. This is almost like a check your privilege. Remind yourself when you are coming from a position of comfort or stability that you might not have if it weren't for other structures in your life. This does not mean that, check your privilege every step, but do at the same time. Pay attention to what is helping you. And that goes with this Hierophant reversed card. There may be structures in your life that have been built way, way long ago that you are resting on, that you are able to manifest on top of. because of these people that have gone before. Now, you don't need to necessarily, like I said, you don't need to necessarily listen to and take all of their advice and follow every step to the letter. But do be mindful of their experiences and their realities. And these people have gone before and shaped the world that you live in. So just give them that moment of respect and recognize that even if they may not be solving the problem for you, they can offer a little bit of help in solving it for yourself. Aries, your tarot card for the month of December 2020, is the Six of Pentacles reversed. So financially, there is a little bit of struggle or some complications over this next month. Things are not smooth and fluid, or maybe they're a little too fluid, and that is the problem. There's a sense of spending more than you have to spend, of giving away more than you have to give, sharing resources that aren't necessarily yours to share. The Six of Pentacles wants to be charitable, wants to give, wants to help other people, especially if you are feeling like they are in more need than you. And for December, this is, spending resources that you might not necessarily have on making other people happy. Christmas presents and Yule gifts and Hanukkah gifts and celebrations all across the board, just wanting to be part of the joy and the light in everybody's life. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is High Honor. So you're being asked to do what matters most. Pay attention to what really matters. And with this risk of spending money, this is like saying, when you're looking at something, before you make that big investment, before you give something away that you might not really be able to give, you go, am I able to do this? Is this for the right reasons? Is this the right thing to do? So this is about acting with your own highest integrity and doing things because it's right, doing things because it's necessary, not necessarily doing things the way that you have always done them or the way that is comfortable or what you're used to. So Aries, this is a bit of a challenge in making sure that you're investing your resources, your money, your time, your energy in the areas that will appreciate it most and lead to greater manifestation. Especially with this reverse Six of Pentacles, there is a risk of losing money. So High Honor comes in to say, if you're doing the work rather than spending the energy on other people, spending the energy on working will help to rebalance that. Taurus, your tarot card for the month of December 2020, is the Queen of Pentacles, which is a pretty much perfect card for the classic Taurus. This month brings comfort and a sense of having your values fulfilled and your needs and your wants met materially. This especially is material comfort. So enjoying your time at home, having chance to put your feet up, a little bit of decadence, and not overindulgence, but indulgence or indulgence or appreciation. Indulging a little bit, not overly. But just appreciating what you have and what you are gaining and continuing to see that sense of improvement and positive fluctuation. This is a very materially focused card. You are very grounded over this next month. There is manifestation and steady progress forward, awareness of your own growth and the steps that you have made to get to this point. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is Mature Man. And this is kind of one of the paternal, fatherly archetypes in the deck. So this doesn't necessarily have to specifically refer to men, but it does have that masculine paternal energy. And there is an emphasis on those people in your life. So somebody with that, that masculine but very mature masculine energy, that fatherly, grandfatherly figure, he can be a presence of support for you right now. And this can also be talking about going in and connecting to that sense of maturity, of that paternal energy, balancing out the maternal energy of the Queen of Pentacles, and connecting more deeply on a family sense, not just your own personal comforts, but the comforts of the whole family. Gemini, your tarot card for the month of December 2020, is the Lovers. So there's a lot of implications of this card. Over this next month, your relationships are taking on a deeper priority in your life. This is not necessarily your romantic relationships, but there is a sense of deepening in that area as well with this card. This doesn't promise a new bursting romance in your life if you don't already have one, but there is definitely an opportunity for it. It's like the door is unlocked. It's still up to you to open it up and go through, but the opportunity is there because you are more connected to people, you are more open to people, and your interpersonal connections, your closest inner circle, is more supportive, more connected, more willing to be there for you. There is a sense of understanding, of feeling understood, and comfort, like a real sense of just comfort and safety. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is bad health, which kind of counters some of these positive opportunities in the Lovers card. It's just a little bit of not a big red flag, but it's a yellow light. It's reminding you to slow down, to not rush into anything, and to pay attention if things aren't going right, if things aren't what they should be or where you want them to be, and if things are not healthy, especially in your relationships. This month, you're more aware of it, but there is also a risk of trying to cover it up to make things better. This bad health card comes in to remind you that you can't always make things better, Gemini, and some things just need to be as they are. Cancer, your tarot card for the month of December 2020, is Temperance. So there is a real sense of peace coming into your life over this next month. Rest, connections to yourself, to your higher self, your highest self and divine, connections to other people, your closest people, not the world as a whole. There are boundaries and some limitations around you over this next month. Your focus is more self-oriented on your inner growth and your highest good, which is really good. So you are separating yourself from energies that don't resonate with that frequency right now. You are leaving behind versions of yourself that are dragging you down or holding you back in the past. And as you do that, there is also a sense of leaving behind connections and ideas that are no longer relevant to who you are becoming. The oracle card that comes along with this is High Honor, which in this case is huge encouragement to keep doing that deep, personal, spiritual and emotional work, combing yourself through and clearing out the tangles and whatever just isn't for your own highest good. This High Honor also comes in to remind you that you need to give yourself validation sometimes, to pay attention to the work that you have already done that has facilitated this deepened connection with the Temperance card. This isn't just happening. This is something that you've been working towards for a very long time, Cancer, and it's important that you give yourself credit for the work that you've done. Leo, your tarot card for the month of December 2020, is the Chariot. So there is a lot of progress, a lot of manifestation, and feeling like you have come so much further from where you used to be. There is a sense of advancement and progress and just leaving behind your past for the sake of the glorious future, not necessarily knowing where everything is going to lead you, but trusting the process until you are feeling more confident and more comfortable. This is a success card. And the unicorn is a blessed symbol of just magical good things coming to you that you deserve, whether you are doing the work for them or whether it's just time to receive these blessings. Universe is carrying you forward towards your own highest good. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is Courthouse. So you may still find yourself advocating for yourself over this next month. Not everybody is going to understand why you do what you do for yourself. And you may need to fight a little bit, or make your case, explain to people why you are doing things the way that you are doing them. Not necessarily why you are doing what you are doing, but there is a reason for everything that you have done, everything that you are doing, every step that you are taking. And it's important that you know these reasons for your own self. But over this next month, you may need to explain to other people so that for the sake of improving their opinion of you. Not that people are necessarily looking down on you, especially over this next month. They just don't understand why you are doing what you are doing. They don't necessarily see that this is towards your own greatest good. Virgo, your tarot card for the month of December 2020, is the Five of Pentacles. So this is a card of material challenges more than anything else. So over this next month, you may be finding yourself struggling a little bit financially, and not really wanting to ask for help because you're worried that other people are struggling as well, or that you don't want to be a burden, or because it's hard to ask for help and you just might not want to. So the longer that you go without asking for help, the harder this struggle will probably be. But there's some, there's a little bit of stubbornness that comes along with this Five of Pentacles as well. So have fun trying to break down that wall. This is a challenging month. Things will not be easy on a material level. You may find yourself just having not a great time at work, not wanting to do the work that gets you your paycheck, not wanting to take care of your chores to make your house feel better, just having not a lot of motivation and not a lot of appreciation because it feels like the rewards are not outweighing the work. Now, the oracle card that comes along with this is the Coffin card. So Virgo, you may need to do some more letting go, leaving behind, release over this next month. It could be that you are struggling materially, struggling to connect to the material world, to feel part of this real world, because you are still holding on to something from your past, something that is no longer serving you, or a past version of yourself. And this Coffin card comes up to say, let it die, let it be, close the door and bury it, and don't necessarily forget about it, but let it stay gone and in your past and give it memories instead of keeping it present in your life right now. There could be something that you don't need anymore, so it's time to let go. Libra, your tarot card for the month of December 2020, is the Two of Swords. So there's some anxiety this month, some stress, feeling torn back and forth in between two states of mind. This could be up and down. This could be thinking one way and then thinking the other, and having a really hard time just balancing out those thought patterns. This is a very seesaw, teeter-totter, back and forth of a month for you, especially on a mental level, Libra. Making decisions right now is probably not the easiest thing to do. It's probably one of the hardest things to do for you right now, because it feels like you aren't seeing things as clearly as you could be. And this could be because you are putting your own perception on things, and that's making it hard to understand, or you're afraid of putting your own perception on things, so you are choosing to actively look the other way. Now, the oracle card that comes along this month is occupation. So to help with this sense of uncertainty and confusion and not knowing what is up and what is down, you are asked to work. Do what you can. Focus on most likely something material, something physical, something tangible that you can work on creating. This could be making art. It could mean doing your job, doing chores. Occupation says stay busy. Keep your hands busy and keep your mind busy, focused on a task that needs your attention. And that will help to keep you from falling down those downward spirals into your mental self and just ending up in a pit of confusion and despair. Scorpio, your tarot card for the month of December 2020 is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is one of those cards that really depends on whether it's upright or reversed, and you got an upright one, which is excellent. This month is a lucky one for you, Scorpio. Things are going your way, not necessarily because of anything to do with you, just because that is the way that fate is going. It does feel like there is not a lot of control in your hands, which can be very frustrating, Scorpio. You are not necessarily the one doing all of the forward motion. It can feel like the forward motion is just happening to you, which is exciting, but also overwhelming and can be a little... It can make you a little nervous when you're not steering, but you're being carried forward in the direction that you want to go. There is a little bit of anxiety that you might end up just on the winds of fate, carried off in a direction that you hadn't expected. You aren't necessarily sure about where you are going to land, but there is a lot of optimism over this next month that you are moving in a better direction. And the oracle card that comes along with this, Distant Horizons, pretty much confirms that. This is a fantastic card for the last month of the year because you are leaving everything behind that doesn't serve you. You are moving forward. You are entering a new life, new opportunities, a new version of yourself. You are being reborn, Scorpio. This is intense and exciting and overwhelming, but it goes very well with the Wheel of Fortune. Picking you up and carrying you where you need to be. And this is a good thing. This will put you where you want to be at the same time. You might feel a little nervous on the journey because you're not certain where you're going to land, but you're landing exactly where you need to land. This is promising. There is a lot of opportunity. There is a lot of the sense of infinite potential waiting for you on the other side of this. Distant horizons. You're heading for an adventure, Scorpio. At the end of my readings, I like to pull a card from my favorite manifestation, affirmation, motivation deck, the Super Attractor. So I have pulled one card for everyone who joins me for the video to get an idea of what to carry within ourselves over this next coming month. So the card that I have pulled says, Spiritual alignment puts my manifestation into motion. Spiritual alignment puts my manifestation into motion. So, to me, my personal interpretation of this is that aligning ourselves spiritually, spiritual alignment, aligning ourselves with that spiritual self, with our own spirit and our own spiritual well-being, puts my manifestation into motion. It takes the seeds of what I want to grow and it waters them, it plants them and waters them and gives them the nutrients that they need to become beautiful, healthy flowers. So this is this alignment, being aligned and balanced and connected is what I need in order to nurture my manifestation into growth so that I can reap it into my life. But manifestation energy can be, and affirmations can be very personal. So please let me know what this one meant to you down in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me for this look at the month ahead. I hope that the readings in this video have been resonant and that they can provide just a sort of helpful, relevant compass to offer guidance, clarity, insight, whatever it is that you need to get you through the next month. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I upload weekly and monthly forecasts like this one. Please click the like button if the video resonated with you, and let me know in the comments down below what you thought, what you would like to see in the future. I will make sure to leave a link to my Facebook page, Hedgewitch Hearthcraft, down in the description. I post a daily card there to give us an idea of how to get to our own greatest good. And I have a giveaway going on my Facebook page and my Instagram page. If you check that out, you could potentially win a 6-month monthly subscription. So having personal monthly readings instead of this general look at where you're going and how to get there. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this look at the month ahead. I hope that you have a fantastic December, and blessed be.